What's up, people? How's everybody? Doing something a little different this time. Where's everybody? Got a little something for you guys, and it goes a little something like this. Take me to your river. I wanna go. Hope that sounds okay to you guys. I'll do it again. Take me to your river. I wanna go. I wanna go. I wanna go. Go. Take me to your river. I wanna go. Yes, Lord. Hey, hey, hey. Take me to your river. I wanna know. Take me to your river. I wanna go. I'm gonna bring my special guest in. Take me to the river. I wanna know. Yes, I do. Yeah, yeah. Take me to your river. I wanna go. Take me to your river. I wanna go. Hey, take me to your river. I wanna go. Yo, I hope you guys like that. I'm going to be bringing in my guest. I just want to say hello to everyone that's in the building. Raphael, my sweetheart Courtney. Hi, Leah. How you doing? Quincy's in the building. Lori Bell, how are you? Tom, thank you for joining. $7 coffee. JT, how you doing, man? Oh, man, love and miss you, bro. Love and miss you. Look, I'm going to bring my guest in hopefully soon. Let's where is brother Malcolm? It says it is being declined, Malcolm. Malcolm, where are you? Why is it declining? Not sure why it's declining, bro. Let's see. I'm going to request you and see what happens. How's everybody doing? Where's Malcolm? Malcolm, you there? Tuning in, Malcolm. Hey, Mr. Malcolm, where are you, sir? It says waiting for you. Hope you guys weren't too shocked by the singing. That is my first love. And in terms of profession, I moved to New York to sing. I don't know if anybody really knows that, but yeah. So looks like we're having some technical difficulties. Where is Malcolm? He says I'm always here. Hey, listen. It says you're unable to join. I wonder why that is. What's up, Mark? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, Kim. How are you, buddy? What's up, Danielle? Thank you so much. You are in the apartment again. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Not Jimmy Kimmel. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for coming through. How's everybody doing? What's going on? Listen, I'm not sure what's going on with my guest's Instagram. What's up, Upper Room? How are you? Malcolm, I see you here, so I'm going to. Hey, JT. I see you just texted me. Let's see. We're trying something. Hey, Lori Bell. I'm glad you guys are well. You see what I did there? I got bars, Lori. Bars. Bars. Okay. Let's see. Reen? Or is that Rianne? Thank you for joining. Huh. Not really sure what's going on here. Mr. Malcolm is having some technical difficulties, I believe. Anyway, guys, we're gonna. Hey! What's up, brother?
I know it couldn't happen like it was, but I can still be. Been traveling these wide roads for so long. My heart's been far from you, 10,000 miles gone. Oh, I wanna come near and give you every part of me. But there's blood on my hands, and my lips are unclean. In my darkness, I remember Mama's words reoccurred to me. Surrender to the good Lord, if you're obvious like me. Take me to your river. I wanna go. I go. Take me to your river. I wanna go.
Hey, sing, bro.
Take me to your river. I wanna go. Why don't you get in there? Come on.
Hey, there, I'm gonna harmonize with you.
Take me to your river.
I wanna go. Go.
Take me to your river.
I wanna go. I wanna go. Take me to your river. I wanna go. Yes, Lord.
Yes, Lord.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, my brother. I was like, what is going on with the?
I have no idea. Like Instagram, every time I was trying to request, you would send it, it would come through, and the app would crash.
Wow. You know what? Haters.
Haters. That's all haters. I
Haters.
updated it. It's working now, so that's all that matters.
Perfection. Look at that. See, y'all. See, we had a plan, and we had to pivot, and it still worked. Boom.
Still worked out. That's all you need.
All things work. Okay. All things. So, yo, that we don't own the rights to. All right. Just want to say.
Yep.
That was
this cover. We can parody laws. Can we do that?
Yeah. That was by Leon Bridges. The song's called River. And when Malcolm said he was gonna sing that, I was just like, I don't think I really know that song. Let's see. And I listened to it. I looked at the lyrics, and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. That's dope. That's
right?
Really dope. Yeah.
Love Leon. Such a soulful voice.
Hey, man. Likewise. I'm just glad people got to hear it. I didn't know what that was gonna happen.
I was scared for a second.
I was like, yo, I mean, I'm gonna have to cancel. I don't know. No, I'm joking.
No, Malcolm, he's done.
Malcolm's
Get rid
done.
of him.
God. Yo, bro, thank you so much, man. Thank you for sharing your gift. Thank you for sharing your talent. Thank you for sharing your time. I appreciate it. And I think this is going to be a great conversation. So we're before we even get started, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for being here with us. Welcome you into my and Malcolm's space as well. First things first, take off your shoes. You've been around the city, you've been walking where you are. Like, don't be tracking all that stuff around the house. Take off your shoes, relax, open your mind. Oh, yeah, he's got all the shoes right there for you. Like, yeah, put your shoes on his rack. All right.
I don't got much room,
but hey, man, it's all good. It's all good. But yeah, so just open your mind and no haters. If you see any comments or anything crazy going on in the comments section, I really think you should strong arm them and just tell them to get out. So I'd love for you to just be a bouncer, kick them out. So listen, I want to introduce my homie, this young king, singer, Mr. Malcolm Evans. He is model extraordinaire, signed with New York Models. New York Models? Is that you were New York? Okay, New York Models. The funny thing is, whenever I'm putting together the, it's like flyers or advertisements, whatever you will. I kind of go through and I look on their Instagrams because I figure if they like the photo. So I go on Malcolm's Instagram, take the photo, and I say, "Hey, bro, are you cool with this photo?" And he's like, "That photo is what got me signed."
That very photo.
That very photo is what got him signed. So, great segue into harmony, being, harmonious with people, and just trying to figure out a way to have some synchronicity. So I thought that was really cool. So I wanted to share that with everybody. We met at a casting for Studio 189.
Yep.
I want to say it was that 2 or 3 years ago?
I think it's 2 years ago now.
Okay, so 2 years ago. And I was like, who is this dude walking here with all this energy and jokes, joking and just hey, yeah, put this on? Yeah, sure, I'll put this on. And it was just refreshing because a lot of times whenever you're doing castings, models and they're either intimidated or quiet or they've been going to castings all day or whatever the case may be, but your energy, your spirit was refreshing. So
you gotta keep a smile.
Yeah, hey man, you gotta keep a smile. Absolutely. But from 189, then we also did a shoot together, an e-com shoot, Ralph Lauren, just this past. It was this year. It was this year. Earlier this year, and we had literally the best time on stage. Singing, as you can imagine, dancing, talking trash to each other. So we're not gonna do no trash talk today, though. It's all love today. Bro, how are you? How have you been?
I've been doing really good, actually. I mean, it's a difficult time right now. I know it's a struggle, but just the time to decompress and focus on things I love has been, very helpful for me.
Okay. And whenever you say things you love, I'm imagining music's a
massive part of that.
Yeah. So have you been singing, writing songs? Walk us through that process of self-care, if you will.
So I mean, it's also music as well as physical. So I've been doing a lot of working out as well with my friend. Then they teach me some flipping stuff. It's really fun. But with the music as well, it's I've been trying to work on the voice, trying to get everything nice and smooth. I've been on the guitar playing. I've been working on guitar a little bit, not as much as voice, but it's been a fun progress through it.
Yeah.
And writing is something difficult for me because I don't find myself to be a very creative person. I have a lot of creative outlets.
Oh, okay.
But when it comes to something like that, it's It's something I'm very hesitant to ever put out to the world, but something I do when I feel the need to.
Okay, okay. And so you have written songs before. It's just like not
Mhm.
as organic. You know what, man? I really do think that, obviously that whole saying like practice is perfect. Um, I think that it really does. And if you take the time to kind of like just keep practicing at it, essentially it's poetry.
Yeah.
Essentially, so you keep working at it, and you're gonna look up one day and have a hit, and we're gonna be like, I know that dude. I know that dude. Yeah. So, and give yourself some grace too, because what you may think is not great may be a masterpiece to someone else. So in honoring your gift, just as a suggestion, unsolicited advice, I'd say still put it out there. Like still do it, still write, still create, because
Mhm.
as a result you're going to I don't know, it's going to come together.
Right, right.
It'll come
And I'm
together.
always about practice.
Yeah.
Always about working towards it. It's like it's just difficult for me because I'm very, very hard on myself, very hard critic on myself.
Listen, some of the bests are, like that's what happened, So, wait a minute, something's going on. Can you hear that? Is it echo?
Echoing?
Yeah.
Let me see something here.
Or maybe it's
Any better?
echoing. There we go. Yeah, much better. Much better. So listen, I want to talk about harmony,
Right.
and that's what the whole discussion is about. It's kind of twofold. It's like, there are a couple of different definitions of harmony. I want to read those. And one of them is the combination of simultaneously sounded musical notes to produce chord progressions, having a pleasing effect. So when you think of harmony, a lot of times the first thing you think of is music. And you think of, two-part harmony, three-part harmony, four-part harmony. Think of a choir and how pleasing that sounds to your ears, right? So it's multiple people, it's multiple voices, it's, but they're all on one accord. They're all singing the same lyric a lot of times, unless you're a guy. Sometimes so,
Your
doing
path is all over the place.
that type of thing going on. But for the most part, there's a common goal. There's one song, there's one lyric, and there's three, four, five, sometimes even parts. But it all sounds like it's one. The second definition I have is to have harmony in life, which is also something I want to talk about. To have harmony in life means having the ability to handle life's different areas. So think of like your career, your health, relationships, all of those things. And you make them work for your progress. So it's harmony in life is just like harmony in a choir. I'm different than you are. We just sang the same song. Um, there's so many people a part of this huge choir that we live in, metaphorically speaking. And if we all can get on the same page and sing the same note and sing the same, or sing the same lyric for the same
Mhm.
song, but we all have different notes and different parts to this big puzzle piece, it can be beautiful.
Right. Cool.
So the last thing I want to talk to you about is harmony as an agreement or accord, while peace is a state of tranquility, quiet and harmony, for instance, a state of free from civil disturbance. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
So essentially, what I'm trying to say here is we all need to be on one page, and
Right.
right now we're not.
Far from.
Exactly. How do you feel about that, man?
um. Together,
I know.
it's like it's very like I try to be a very harmonious person. I try to
Mhm.
be very, like open to everything, and agreeable, but sticking to my lyrics at the same time. It's like, I'll hear your lyrics.
Yep.
I'm gonna stick to
Yep.
mine over here. I'm gonna listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring you in. You're in a different chord. We're in the same progression.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
So I aim to be very harmonious. And like when you're trying to find balance, like in the world and harmony and what you have to be an open person.
Yeah. You
You have
have
to be
to.
willing to listen and to bring other opinions into your life. And, add in like a ninth to a chord,
Yeah.
add another part to it. It's like you need that second soprano. Maybe she's going lower. Maybe you have soprano one,
Yeah.
soprano two. It's
Yep.
still the
Yep.
same part, but it's
Yep.
different.
Yeah.
You have to have levels to everything. And that's
Why?
why everything comes together to be beautiful.
Why do you think people don't understand that? And I know, of course, we're talking in metaphors. So, like,
Mhm.
obviously, we don't want to be Sue head in the class. If you let me run like that, I will go the whole entire conversation talking in metaphors. But like, I think that we're living in a very strange, but purposeful time. I feel where we're seeing a lot of, to use a musical term, dissonance or a rub, where
Mhm.
um, it could work if we got on the right note, but
Right.
it's not working because you've got people who are saying this one thing over here, and this group is saying one thing over here, but this group is not understanding what this group means. So let's bring it home even more. So like even with the Black Matter argument,
Mhm.
you have another group of people who are saying all lives matter,
Right.
but we know that all lives matter. Everyone
And
knows
that's
that.
what
Yeah, everybody knows that. But it's funny. I don't know if you saw the comedian. Gosh, what's his name? Michael. Was it Michael Fay? Is it Michael Fay?
Shay.
Michael Shea, yes, yes. Michael Shea said that saying all lives matter is like going to the World Trade Center Memorial and saying all buildings matter.
Right.
We everyone knows that all of the surrounding buildings matter, but the one that got the most devastation and is no longer in existence
I mean,
is
there
you
was
know
towers they found. Yeah.
exactly. So the slogan was never forget, but as it relates to Black Lives Matter, it's just like no, all lives matter. So
Yeah.
how do you think, or why do you think we have such you know a rub with that topic, Black Lives Matter versus All Lives Matter? What do you think? What's your take on it?
I feel what people have done a lot of times is they want to create dissonance. There's a lot of hate in the world. There's a lot of people that don't want people to get along. They want the divide.
Ah,
So they will work and they will spread information to make people not agree. Now, there are some people within both of those that want that, but there are a lot of people who are just getting the wrong information on each side.
yikes.
And with the All Lives Matter movement, I often find it, they don't understand what Black Lives Matter means. They don't understand that metaphor of, one building fell, one building was attacked. And that is why we give attention to that building,
Yes,
because
yes,
that was attacked and that was what needed help at that time. That's what it needed remembrance.
yeah,
Black people are being attacked by police. And it's not just black people. Police brutality is awful, just all around. They're not treating anybody really well. But
yeah,
black people are getting attacked at a much higher rate,
yes.
and just they're immediately seen as an aggressor, no matter what they do. The second
Hmm.
they see you on the street, it's like, this person could be dangerous.
Yeah,
Just existing, just walking down the street, just like anyone else. So it's people not understanding that it's us being attacked as black people. It's like we are the victims right now, and so we need the attention, we need the help.
yes, yeah. And I think that it takes a lot of um, listening, which I think a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people are not doing.
No, no.
um, it's just, you know, someone just said that it's not even comparable. It's a fraction, you know, it's not even comparable to All Lives Matter is not even comparable to Black Lives Matter. Like the whole
No.
platform, the whole push, the whole um, agenda for that, which is basically like, hey, stop killing us. Stop
Mm-hmm.
killing Black people. Stop thinking that we're the aggressor. Stop thinking that we are fussy, or that we, you know, have bad attitudes, or that we're armed. You
Right.
know, that, you know, whatever the case may be. Bro, I remember coming back from work. Um, this had to be like 3 years ago because I was coming back from New Jersey where I was working, and I was a style director out there. So I was literally dog dead tired. And Courtney and I were going somewhere later, and we didn't want to put the car in the garage because we are just going to go upstairs, change, come right back, or something like that. So I was looking for parking on the street. And so I go through, you know, the green light or whatever, and I see these blue lights. And I mean, I'm like, wait a minute, why am I being pulled over? Like, I'm literally just trying to, I'm being pulled over. So I get pulled over, and the cops come to the car, and they're just like, license and registration. And I'm like, yeah, but can you explain to me why I'm like being pulled over? And they were like, well, I mean, you have your back tail light is out. Well, I knew that was a lie because we had just had the car serviced like a week prior, and all that
Right.
stuff was checked. So I was like, okay, whatever, I'll oblige. Like, you know, I'll comply. So I grab license registration. I'm like nervous. I'm fumbling. I'm like trying to figure it out, or whatever. I give them the information or whatever. They look at my license. They see that I live in a nicer neighborhood or whatever. So
Mm-hmm.
they were like, nicer neighborhood, and they were kind of like, this is where you live over here? And I was like, yeah, I've lived over here for like almost like 8 years. And they were like,
Right.
oh. So then they go back to the car. They come back shortly after, and they're like, all right, you're free to go. And I'm like, so one of two things could have happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could have been really, really upset and been like, why was I pulled over? Like, da 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 da, whatever. Um, I never. One of the officers was on the driver's side. The other one was on the passenger side, and I immediately rolled down the windows because I was like, we're not getting ready to throw nothing in here. We're not
Nope.
going to do that. But bro, that story to me, um, I just thank God that it didn't end up the way that a lot of these stories that are coming out have ended up,
Mm-hmm.
where it's legitimately you're just being Black and you're driving and you fit the
Yeah.
description of something, and I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to pull you over and harass you for whatever the case may be.
Right.
And I'm like, you know, we just need a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, bro. Like they need training, they need sensitivity training, they need culture
Mm-hmm.
training. Um, it's just crazy to me. I want to read something to you though.
Okay.
So when I was looking this topic up, I read something that said that it started talking on emotional harmony, and I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of times we kind of lack emotional harmony. Um, it says emotional harmony is the idea that people can experience inner peace and rest despite chaotic circumstances, negative emotions, or difficult trials. It's a process of positive internal communication, belief work, so basically what you believe, and securing your joy in that which is constant and unchanging. So to me, I feel like a lot of what's happening now is that people can't even find peace within themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So even like the police, like who stopped me, something in them, there's something in me that triggered them to hate me
Mm-hmm.
or to
Something in you or outside of you.
or outside of me, skin color. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep. Thank you for that because that's facts. Um, why do you think, like, I mean, why do you think that there's just so much hate in the world, and why do we judge people by the color of their skin?
I feel that comes from a point of pride.
Okay.
A lot of people want to, they're prideful. They want to be above someone else. They want to look and they want to say, I am superior to this person no matter what. I can look at myself and say, I'm better because I'm this. It's
Yeah.
like, I was born this way. I'm going to be better. It happens a lot, I feel, with misogynistic people.
Yeah.
And it was something I experienced myself growing up, where I had to like realize the conditioning that I had like bought into, which was like,
Where did
as a
you grow?
man, I grew up in Michigan,
In Michigan. That's right. That's right. Okay.
but it was like, as a man, I was like, oh, I'm going to be better than, this girl, running, whatever, sprinting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm not a fast person. It's like, I'm a very hardworking person. I'll push it. Maybe long distance, I'll beat you. But if you're a sprinter, I'm most likely not winning. I'm not winning that race.
You're an old
And
soul, man. You're an old soul.
and and I had to like decondition myself in thinking that way. And I feel that that's what a lot of people have. They have this pride that they want to be better than someone because they were born better. So this person can't be better than me, and I can put myself above this person. In their minds, they want someone to look down on so they can feel better about themselves. It's that pride.
And that's super.
And what was that? Sorry.
I said that's super whack.
It is super whack,
That's
and
super.
it's tiring and saddening.
Listen, it's so sad because I really do strongly feel like what people understand and what you'll probably even learn as you get older, like me, that the more you get older, the more you grow, the more you live and understand life. You understand that, there's certain things that right? There's certain things that you just know. You've become an expert, you've studied, you've done it. But as it relates to so many different areas of life, you just don't know anything. And
Mm-hmm.
you really just have to put your pride aside and ask for help, ask for literally answers. Like, hey, I don't know how to do this. I don't understand how this works. And that just happens in life. I feel like whenever you, specifically because you talked about this pride, I think a lot of people are very prideful. Um, you know, I I know everything. No one can teach me anything type of thing. And I really do feel strongly that that's the reason why we have this divide.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's the reason why we have this divide. People that, you know, they just have to be right. They don't want to listen. And whatever the Black Lives Matter cause is saying, that, is completely valid. But because they feel so strong in whatever it is that they believe, which, I mean, I don't know what that is, but they feel like there's nothing they can learn from this side, and that's a huge problem.
Mm-hmm.
Because as you grow, you learn that I can learn something literally from everyone.
Yeah. Oh
Everyone.
yeah.
Now you said you grew up in Michigan. Did you ever experience any like racism and like from the area that you did?
Definitely. Definitely. And in my area, it was especially something that I didn't realize. Again, it was like I had to decondition myself and thinking
Okay.
that these things were fine.
Mhm.
And then I started noticing problems when I would go back. It's like people making like these jokes, or like say they'll make a joke about me stealing something from them because they're black, because I'm black. It's like,
Oh,
Malcolm, did you steal it? And it's like, you didn't point out anybody else in this room.
yeah, that's not cool.
You didn't say anything else about this. And they're like,
Yeah.
but you're not that black. You don't need to get offended. And it's
Whoa.
just these subtle things that I was conditioned to accept at all times
Yeah, yeah.
because everyone around is like laughing. That's a joke, but in reality, it's not. It's not very funny. That's not. I don't see the humor in that.
No. especially not nowadays when someone can literally just pick up the phone and say, that guy just stole this or whatever. And then, you
Hmm.
know,
You
if
get shot down while you're going for a jog.
exactly, you know what I mean? Which is insane. It's
Hmm.
insane to me. And, I know that these are kind of tough topics and they're not always warm and fuzzy topics. It's not always like happy go lucky, but I do think it's important to talk about it, especially with the younger generation, because I want to know how you feel about topics like this and what you think can bring some harmony and some closure and some uh, like togetherness to all of this. You know what I mean? Um,
Hmm.
that said, like what do you think? What do you think that there's a way, and if so, like what would you suggest if you had your way? What would you suggest to bring harmony to these
Harmony in this world.
yeah, to this world?
We gotta start bringing people together. There's too much divide here. There's too much people not listening. Like you said, they're putting up a wall. They don't want to hear things that are different because they want to be right. They want to have that pride, and everyone has to come together and like have honest talk. Because there's
Mhm.
some places in this world still that, like, even in New York, I had this little girl ask me if I was from Africa, and I'm like, you're 8 years old at this point. She
What?
said, she's like, are you from Africa?
When was
I
this?
don't know if this was Christmas out in Long Island. Long Island. I go out there, visit my family, and it wasn't like she had any negative connotations with this. She just
Yeah,
genuinely was not around enough black people
black
to
people.
know that, like, we're
We're
right
not.
down the street.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not from Africa. I do not speak any language in African, any
Yeah.
dialects there. And there's too much divide. People don't understand. They live in these bubbles where they're not breaking out and like trying to find different perspectives. This is why I get very frustrated when people cut other people out of their lives instead of, trying to educate them, trying to speak with them, further this narrative
Hmm.
of fighting, ignorance or misinformation and trying to bring someone to your point of view and have them understand you. We can't have the different white people or anyone say, but he's a good one. It's like
Yeah,
I can't be the good one for you. No, no, you need to see all black people as good ones until
yeah,
you are proven differently, like you would say for any other person.
yeah,
It's like you don't walk up to any white person and just go, ah, I don't like the way he looks. I'm just gonna say he's a bad person. It doesn't usually happen like this.
yeah.
That's not how.
No,
No,
it doesn't.
no. But you will stereotype every black person you see that exact same way. Walking down a dark alley, I'm probably scared too.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know who you are. I don't know what you represent.
yeah. White or
And so,
black.
white or black,
Yeah, or
Asian,
indifferent.
Hispanic, whoever it is, I don't
Yeah,
know you as a person.
yeah,
So we got to be more open to learning about like who everyone is and like truly like break down these divides and these bubbles that we've built around ourselves to stay
yeah.
in our own mindset.
Well, another question, and just actually to kind of zero in a little bit more on on fashion, because
Hmm.
that's our profession.
That is the
Um,
person.
do you have any recollection of experiencing any type of racism while you've been a model?
I would say these are just like, minor things. I wouldn't say it's full racism because, as a light skinned person, I get a much easier time than any dark skinned person would get. I
Hmm.
definitely feel like there is a privilege of being light skinned, especially in this industry.
Hmm.
And my thing really only comes with my hair.
Hmm.
No one knows what to do with my hair. They bring hairstylists and like half, not half the time, 80% of the time, I would say, they just go, all right, like, what do you do with it? And I've been asked to bring my own accessories for my hair. to tie up my hair, like figure it out, and like a lot of times I'm looking around. It's like, can I get like the hair credits on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like this was me. I did that. Can I get a rate for this as well? Because this is ridiculous. You can't bring someone and have them sit on the side and just like flip one of my hairs over. Like the photographer can tell me, it's like, hey, you need to move that one. Like half the time I'll do that, and they'll just come over and they're just like, oh, he got it, and then walk back because they don't know. They don't know what to do.
That's crazy. My buddy
But you,
same thing. My buddy Raphael says the same thing happens in theater. And if there were, you know, a ton more people, and as this video circulates or whatever, I'd imagine this thing happens in so many other different facets of any industry. Like
Mhm.
it's the same exact thing. And I feel like it's that's really a major call out. Like that's really not a good thing. You know, someone's been hired to do your hair and your makeup or whatever. Let's just take makeup out of it. Let's hair. Someone's been hired to do your hair. And they're supposed to be an expert on set of a major brand to do a job. And they're asking you what to do with your hair. And I think that, like you've said, like you just said, it's just having that conversation, having that understanding, like really connecting the dots of, hey, you know what? I probably should get to learn a little bit more about this culture if I plan on servicing this culture, or, you know, take it out of a service industry. If I plan on being friends with Black people,
right.
then I should probably learn a little bit more about what what's important to them. And
Mhm.
that brings me to my next question about allies. Um, I know that's kind of been thrown around or whatever, and I know that, you know, we're in this place of trying to create harmony with our allies. Um, do you think it's possible?
To have allies in general.
Well, do you think it's possible to create harmony with, or do you think that we're just going to be on a constant, like a continuum of trying to educate people?
I think right now, especially in this times right now, we're just in that loop of trying to like let
Okay.
people know the actual history of America. I think we definitely can. There are people who strive for these things.
Hmm.
They want to know what happened because they were never taught it. So I think we can have these allies, and I think we can have these people who do understand, like they not understand, but can sympathize. I believe it is sympathize,
Like,
not empathize. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Um, with the Black Plight, you won't experience it,
no.
but at least you can try to be aware of the things you do and what others do, and check them here, there, and there. Because I've many people who are always reaching out, trying to make sure that I'm okay. And
Hmm.
my friend says here, yes, it's trying to learn, trying to
Yeah,
build
yeah,
this up, trying
about
to
it.
understand, way rather than have someone spoon feed you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get it, and I completely agree. I think sometimes it's easier to just say you're an ally or whatever, and you don't. There's no action behind it. There's no education behind it. I
No,
can't always teach you, so you know I may not want. I may not be available to teach. I may not be emotionally available to teach.
hmm
I reach out to me when all of this started to pop off, right after the unfortunate and scary death, murder of George Floyd. Someone reached out to me immediately. It was a social media friend. Um, we've never met in person. Followed us from the beginning. Me and she was just like, I feel terrible. I don't know what to do. You know, can I bring you on my platform and then, you know, you can talk? Or um, can I have you just speak for me on behalf of, and I was just like, no, I'm so sorry. And I didn't,
Hmm.
I wasn't even really offended. I was just kind of like, some things like you just have to learn. Like you're going to have to do the work. You're going to have to learn. And for us to be on the
Hmm.
same, for us to be, harmonious, if you will, like you're going to have to take the time to discover how you feel about it. And
Hmm.
because you feel horrible or anxious, just like all, everybody else in Black America and beyond, um, you need to use your mouthpiece, your voice, and your platform to speak on how you feel and how terrible it is. Because right now, people are going to expect for me to say something because I'm Black and I'm a Black man, and I think it's terrible. But if you, as a white female, can stand up and say, "Hey, whoa, 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 no, that's my brother right there. We're not doing this. This is not what's. This does not need to happen." It has a little bit different weight to it.
Right.
Unfortunately, I mean that's the case, but
Hmm.
a little bit more weight to it. Um, I want to read something to you. It's kind of long, so I want to prep you for it, but it's from Catherine Chapman. She's a life coach, and she talks a lot about like harmony and love and how we feel and emotions and stuff. And we've all been like a ball of emotions as it relates to, this COVID-19 stuff, racial despair and injustices across the world, and just trying to find balance amongst everything with all of this. So she says emotions are a wonderful part of life. They allow us to feel, love, connect, and experience the world with others. However, so many of us allow emotions to be determined not by our inner self, but by the often chaotic world that surrounds us, right? The problem with staking our happiness and peace in our circumstances is that this world is constantly in flux. We have good days and we have bad days that are typically completely outside of our control, which means that we are on a constant roller coaster ride of emotions. This type of living is incredibly exhausting. If you're like me, everyone's pretty much exhausted by the news, by all the stuff going on. We're all exhausted. The truth is, we can't always escape the chaos and difficulties of our lives. So, how do we find joy in our lives despite the circumstances that surround us? I believe emotional harmony is the answer. So, essentially, what she's really meaning is like, or the question is, how do we find that harmony within ourselves so that we kind of pour out to others from a full cup? Like, I can give you some of mine, but I'm taking from myself. But if I have more and it's overflowing, I'm able to give to you, um,
Right.
freely. So emotional harmony is very important in times like this because we can't really be led by all of the emotions, all the things, all the chaotic things that are going on right now in the world. We can't be led by any of it.
No.
So I wanted to read that, but do you feel like that's true? Like
Oh,
I know.
most definitely.
Okay.
Like I've always been like a very big preacher to all my friends who ever come to me with any problem that they're working through and need to talk about it. Is like we have to be we have to find something in all of our emotions. We have to let them run their course.
Hmm.
It can't be like this fight against your emotions. If you're angry, be angry. Find
Hmm.
out why you're angry. Work on how you can make yourself calmer on a regular basis if you need to be. If you are sad on a regular basis, find what makes you sad. Work on it. Live in it for a little bit. It's okay to be sad sometimes. It's okay to be angry sometimes. We don't always have to have happiness in each part of it. What we do need is peace and harmony in
Yes.
those emotions. You
Yes.
can't be fighting with yourself trying to be like, I have to be happy right now. I need to play this happy song when I am extremely sad. I'm over here crying. It's like Pharrell like clapping stuff in my ears right now. It's not what I need.
It's not working, right?
No, you gotta revel in that sadness for just a little bit longer. You gotta find your peace in it so you can flow through it. It can't be this, like constant jabbing at yourself trying to be happy all of the time.
Yeah, yeah,
That's where you find this discourse. That's where you get that rub
yeah, yeah,
with the dissonance. So I've really agreed with her in what she says about emotions because it can't just be like always being happy. You have to find the joy
yeah.
in.
Absolutely, absolutely. And that's essentially what I wanted, like, to you kind of like went right into it, but like that's what I really wanted to end with this. And like, I know there's a lot going on in the world, and I think we should still obviously continue to fight for justice, fight for the things that we believe in. And I also want us to take care of ourselves and take care of each other, learn from each other, try to find the peace, try to find the harmony, try to find the thing that makes us common, the
Mhm.
commonality, the things that make us, we're all human. So for that whole reason alone, like, if I'm sad, I'm sad. You experience sad, we all get angry, we all get happy. Let's try to figure out a way to, with our friend circles, with my friend circles, with your friend circles, allies, and beyond, that we continue to look for those moments where we can inject a little bit of peace and harmony into people. Um,
Okay.
we first have to work on ourselves individually, obviously, but I really do think that once we figure out, what or how peace works for us and our own personal emotional harmony, that will be able to pour from very full vessels, and people will be able to experience joy in a really real way.
Right, right. Because once you have happiness within yourself, you can spread it to others.
Yes, yeah,
Mhm.
it's contagious. Just like I said, like how we even met. Whenever you walked in the room, you were and like I was like, oh, dude, wait, who is this?
Too much energy.
What is going
gotta,
on? Like,
gotta spread it out.
yeah, you shifted the energy. So listen, thank you so much, man. Like this was really cool. This is such a deep topic, and like there's so many different ways that we could go with it. And I appreciate you helping me on my soapbox to talk about to talk about heady stuff. I think sometimes,
Nah, it's important.
yeah, it is, and I think sometimes people think that models like yourself or stylists, fashion people, very, that we're like kind of like a monolith. Like we're all the same. We have um, very superficial ideals. We're like wrapped up in the way that we look, or that and those things are a small, really, really small morsel of who we are
Mhm.
individually. So I bring people on here like yourself who actually have talent and a brain and insight on things that are really important things. Um, that said, before I let you go, you know that I have a fast round of questions called Think Fast. All right.
Mhm.
So let's go. Optimist or pessimist?
Optimist.
Hat or no hat?
No hat, no hat for me. I hardly ever wear hats. This is the only one I own. I'm not gonna lie. I just know you always have hats out here. Okay.
It's funny because when I saw you with the hat, I was like, wait, I don't think I've ever seen Malcolm with a hat. It's
Only
cool,
one I own.
cool look though, man. FaceTime or face to face?
Oh, face to face.
Okay. Uh, in your girlfriend or friend, long hair or short hair?
Ooh, long hair.
Okay. Gentleman or player?
Ooh, gentlemen, always.
Playing no games or playing all the games?
No games. No games here.
No games, right? Yeah, later for that.
Mhm.
Go with the flow or make a whole entire list.
Ooh, flow. I'm a flow man.
Yeah, I can sense that.
Always.
Sense that. Yep. Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart?
Dave Chappelle. I got the whole Chappelle show on my laptop right here.
Gosh, man, I can watch that at any point. Literally at any
Love it.
point. Watch
Love it.
Chappelle. Bali or Fiji?
Bali.
Okay. Somewhere laughing or somewhere crying?
Somewhere crying.
I did not expect that. Are you serious?
I mean, honestly, like my friends get upset by like how sad my music is, like on a regular basis. Like, what are you listening to? Like, this is depressing. I was like, I love it though.
That is hilarious. I did not guess that. I thought you were gonna say laughing. And it's funny too. Quick aside, I don't cry that often so like, but people think that, oh yeah, you seem like kind of like you would cry at this. And I'm like, I don't even remember the last time I cried. Not that it's a good or bad thing, but whatever. Um, Suit and tie or t-shirt and jeans?
T-shirt and jeans.
Sports or music?
Music.
The sprinter thing kind of gave it away, right? The sprinter
Hey, I
versus.
was a wrestler though. I was a wrestler.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really have to run. Yeah.
Mm.
Hot weather or cold weather?
Ooh, cold weather.
Really?
Yeah. I'm from Michigan, bro. I love the cold.
I did not guess that. I hate the cold weather. Ugh.
My hair is so hot. It's so
Oh,
hot.
yeah, yeah.
I'm warm. I got like natural scar from just here.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a look, man. It's a vibe.
Right? And tie this back. Go out tomorrow like that.
No, don't do that. It's all good. Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
2020. What'd you say?
I said you're right.
Yeah. 2020 or 2021?
2020. We make a change this year.
Yeah.
We can't let this year be canceled. This can't be negativity. Nah, it's up. We rising. We rising.
I like that, man. Guitar or piano? Guitar. Why did I piano like that? Piano.
Piano. We put a little sauce on it.
Yeah, no, like what's that? Watch a sitcom or watch a movie?
Sitcom. Office. All day.
Glass half full or glass half empty?
It's half full.
Quiet or loud?
I'm gonna go with loud. I'd love to say quiet, but I realize like it's a weird balance.
Yeah. I could see that. And you probably could be both too. I could also see that.
I'm extremely quiet when it calls for it.
Yep. Leader or follower?
Leader. Try my best.
Russell Wilson or Future?
Russell Wilson, man. Fuge. I love Fuge. But
Yeah, man,
how many children does he have? How many baby mamas does he have?
This is a no judgment zone.
I mean, I'm just saying.
It's a no
He's
judgment
fine doing
zone.
what he's doing, but it's Russell Wilson over Future in that regard.
Yo, we don't know where this video is going to circulate. So, Future, we like you. All right. So,
I love Fuge.
Love your music. All right. Up north or down south?
Up north.
Singing or modeling?
Singing.
Skateboard or surfing?
Skateboard. I got my longboard right here.
Hey, fashion king or fashion victim?
Fashion victim.
You're not a fashion victim. We've had this conversation before. You're definitely not a fashion victim. Crazy. And I don't even know why.
Higher regard than I do myself.
Change that narrative. All right. You're not a fashion victim.
I'm working on it.
My last question is harmony or chaos?
Harmony.
And I'm so glad you said that, because if you said chaos, we would be fighting right now.
It's only chaos when I'm playing Sorry. When I'm playing Sorry, it's pure chaos.
Look, bro, I appreciate you, man. Much love to you. Keep doing your thing, bro. And I'm like so excited to see where you go, man. You're doing excellent. So just keep up the good work, man.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me on here and doing these. I love them. I love spreading them with my friends. We've been having great talks about it all day.
Cool.
It's such a positive thing having these. Love it.
I appreciate that, man. Look, have a great night. Peace and many blessings to you. We'll talk soon.
Many blessings. Thank you. Bye.